And as we know, John Kirby blaming Trump for that failed withdrawal. Listen to this.
You got to look at when he came into office, what he was walking into. He didn't negotiate with the Taliban. He didn't invite the Taliban to Camp David. He didn't release 5,000 prisoners. He didn't reduce force levels in Afghanistan to 2,500. And he didn't have an arrangement with the Taliban that they weren't attack our troops. He came in with a certain set of circumstances. He had no ability to change. He had to deal with it based on what he inherited.
Well, there it is, shifting the blame. Kim Strassel joins us now this morning. Kim, great to see you. I mean, it's the blame game, and bold-facedly so. So many people disagree with the summation of this report. What say you?
Yeah, I say this is a pretty shameful document. It's really remarkable. Just think about what they're trying to say here. They're suggesting that they're proud of how this all went and then also trying to blame it on the prior administration. That right there is an admission of fault. Yeah. Look, this document is mostly fiction. It's remarkable. The idea that the President of the United States, Joe Biden, was in any way tied in what he had to do. That prior deal had conditions attached to it. The Taliban had broken that. The President had every ability to change what he was doing on the ground. His own advisors were telling him to do that. His European allies were telling him to do that. He ignored all of it, and he made the decisions that led ultimately to those scenes you are seeing on the screen and to the death of 13 U.S. servicemen.
And even more disingenuous, John Kirby saying, well, I didn't see any chaos. We've been rolling that video all morning. It's very difficult to watch given the circumstances. How on earth can he say something like that? It was chaotic.
Yeah, and it went on for days. And by the way, I think the other thing that we haven't also addressed is the fact that, you know, a couple of other things. One, we ended up leaving thousands of Afghani allies behind, even though the administration claimed otherwise, that we got them all out. That was not true. And by the way, this report also doesn't address the consequences, the longer-term consequences of this. There is a straight line between this in Afghanistan and Russia's invasion of Ukraine, China's belligerence that we are seeing, Saudi's questioning of whether or not we are a trustworthy ally. This has had amazing ramifications for the United States because we looked weak, and our adversaries took that as a reason to instead become more aggressive.
Yeah, they certainly did. All right, let's move on to this next one, Kim. The House Judiciary Committee has subpoenaed a former prosecutor from Alvin Bragg's office. Bragg calls this subpoena harassment and intimidation, but this former prosecutor actually left Bragg's office when Bragg didn't bring charges against Trump earlier last year. What do you make of that?
Well, as you know, the committee has actually sent letters to both Bragg and to this prosecutor asking them to testify. Bragg and both of them said no. They think they might have more ammunition here with this subpoena because, as they note, hey, you left the office and then you wrote a tell-all book. How can you possibly claim that you can't talk about these things with us in public? So we'll see what his response is now. They're clearly pulling him in because they want to try to question him about the circumstances leading up to this indictment and just how even-handed this actually is, or whether or not politics, as we all know, was playing a role in the decision to indict the former president.
Without a doubt. And with that in mind, very quickly, Kim, does this play into Donald Trump? I mean, I think certainly in the short term, he's gotten a boost from fundraising and volunteers and what have you. But what does this do to him long term as we look ahead to 2024, do you think?
Yeah, I think that really remains to be seen. In particular, what other prosecutors are looking at other cases now decide to do in light of this, in particular the special counsel in the Department of Justice and obviously that prosecutor in Georgia. Do these continue to pile up? How does that play in the primary? And by the way, keep in mind here the timing, which is really going to be bizarre. I mean, he may not have his first court appearance until December, a month before the Iowa caucuses.
Yeah. It is bizarre, crazy, insane, but of course we'll follow it every step of the way. Great stuff as always. Kim Strassel. Kim, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Ashley.
Okay.